is View from the Top. I am Modele Sharafa Yusuf, and it's my pleasure to welcome you and my guest, the Honorable Minister of State for Education, Honorable Wike. Honorable Minister, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Here's just a few things you need to know about my guests before we launch into our conversation. Honorable Minister, the United Nations Universal Declaration on Human Rights states that everyone has the right to education.
In the world, there's about 60 million children roaming about the streets who do not have access to basic education. And out of that, it is said that about 10.5 are Nigerians, which is quite high. This government identifies that there is a problem. The government identified that there is a need to solve such problems, and so there's no need to still complain that we have a problem. We know we have a problem, and that's why we are appointed to help in solving such problems. So what are we doing to see how we'll be able to reduce this number, if not eliminate it completely? And what the president of this country today has done, I'll start from where in 2010, what Mr. President did say when he went to campaign in Sokoto State, or one of these northwest states. He did say that it is quite unfair seeing children roaming about the streets, begging for alms without no education. And that does not portend well for us. There's a danger if that is not curtailed. And so when he was given the mandate by the people, by Nigerians, and he appointed the minister and my humble self, the marching order was, you must do everything humanly possible to see that if we do not eliminate this, we should be able to reduce to the barest minimum. Say, for example, if you have 10.5 million, should you not be able to reduce at least 2 million before we get to 2015 or thereabout? And out of this 10 million, it must be interesting to you that almost about 9 million is in a particular area of this country. And that is the northeast and the northwest of the northern region. That is also where you have this high level of insecurity today in this country. So what did we do? What did the government say we should do? Knowing fully well that yes, basic education is not within the purview of federal government.
But you know, it's not just all those roaming around the streets that are without education. In other parts of the country, there are young people who are serving as house help, who are helping their parents to trade, but also not in school.
First of all, remember, when you are helping your parents, you are either selling, or you are either doing housemaid wife or a housemaid job.
But they're also not getting formal education.
No. Take for example now, the advocacy is, take for example, if you are living with a child who does not go to school, we believe that it's your responsibility to give access to that child to be able to be enrolled in school. That does not stop you from her giving assistance. I do know, in my own case, for example, I've had a relation who had lived with, but there's no basic education. So we felt that, look, we can't continue to allow this child to have nothing doing. At the end of the day, it will affect her. So we said, you must start school. It's very important. So when I mean people roaming about the streets, not only roaming about the streets by way of begging, but people roaming about the streets selling without having no access to basic education. So government decided in the first place, I will come down to what I mean, not just them, there are even people in the southeast and the south side who have abandoned school to go into doing other things, trading and the rest of it, without no basic education. That is a problem. And so, but I just want to tackle this particular number we have in this area, in this part of the country. Now, you have such a number that is quite alarming. It's threatening that something has to be done. Not only them, you also know that in this part of the country, most girls do not go to school because of early marriages, because of one traditional thing or religious factor. So, it's a serious problem. So what we have done, like I said, basic education, is not within the purview of the federal government.